Hey filmmakers, Chung here. I bought several Pro-Mist filters from Tiffen, the 1/8, 1/4 and half Pro-Mist filters, and to see how much detail it still retains in 8K. For this test I'm using my Sony a7R II, which shoots 42 megapixels, which is slightly bigger than your standard 8K, but that doesn't really matter, but we just want to see how much detail it retains. So this is the setup I'm going to test. This has a small Goku Super Saiyan 4 figure to see small details, a orange just to see how much the orange skin details be lost or retains, and also a mannequin doll with a wig to see how much the eye details and also the hair details still remains. This first test with side by side of without the filter and with the filter, a noticeable difference is the small LED panel in the background that has a more of a glow around it with the filter. And also notice the small LEDs in the background, some of them have a slight glow around it. Now without scaling, there's a noticeable difference on the face. There is a slight glow around the face of the mannequin, and on the stronger Pro-Mist filters there's also noticeable glow on the orange itself and also the LEDs in the background. Now scaling up 400%, a very noticeable difference is there is like a contrast difference between the different Pro-Mist filters. However, we can still see like a nice sharp details in the eyes of the mannequin. With the orange, I was trying to mimic like skin texture if it actually softens the skin. However, it's not that extreme pronounced, and actually more pronounced was the logo on the tripod on the bottom. And now to the small figurine, and a noticeable difference is of course the haze because of the light in the background that has like a glow, but the detail is still remains and it's still nice and sharp, which was quite a surprise. Now I place the light closer to the mannequin and the orange to see how much the soft glow would affect those two. And it actually just adds a nice glow and also changes the contrast a bit, and still retains a lot of the details, so it's not like it's softened, but it's still very nice and sharp and detailed. Honestly, I am quite surprised from this test that a lot of the sharpness and detail still remains, because often people say they're using Pro-Mist filters to soften the skin, lessen the sharpness of the footage, so it actually doesn't look like overly video footage with 4K and 8K and higher resolutions, but it doesn't actually lessen the details so much that it becomes like a 2K footage. It's actually still nice and sharp even in 8K. One thing you do need to look out for is lens flares from light shining straight into the lens, especially reflecting onto the lens and then back onto the filter and back into the camera. So that is something you do need to look out for when using a Pro-Mist filter. So the conclusion of this video is that you can use Pro-Mist filters with an 8K camera and get pretty nice sharp 8K footages. What it actually does, the Pro-Mist filter, it actually changes the contrast, giving you a false impression of softening the skin, softening the footage, while actually it's lessening the contrast, but also giving you a soft glow effect with certain bright areas and especially with light, and that gives you also another impression of like softening the skin. So this is a very useful test for myself, that I would know that using the Pro-Mist filter on 4K, 8K, that you still get like a lot of details, and if you need to digital crop or zoom in, that you still retain the detail for that and not have like super soft footages, and not be like downgrading your 8K footage to 4K or even lower resolution with using a Pro-Mist filter. So that was it. I hope you guys learned something from this test, and if you have any questions, please comment below. There's links in the description below where you can buy the Pro-Mist filters from Amazon. And if you are new to this channel and want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button here below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.